This is Steve Beverly asking for your help. WLJT Channel 11, West Tennessee's home for educational and quality TV since 1968, needs your financial support. We don't sell commercials. Instead, we rely on donations from viewers. Channel 11 is the most local station in all of West Tennessee, bringing you local shows about events, happenings, and issues important to West Tennessee. It's really easy to donate. Go to TNPBS.org. It's quick, easy, and secure. Donate today and show your support for local, educational, and quality television. Channel 11 needs your support today.
Hello, this is Channel 11's Peter Knoll, and we are backstage at this year's 2026 Greater Jackson Chambers Annual Celebration and Awards. They're making last-minute preps, checking scripts, sound, video, all the graphics, everything. But we want to give you a preview. This is someplace you've never been before, backstage at the show. Hey, Kyle Spurgeon is the Greater Jackson Chambers CEO. Going over, these are the awards going to be given out, so we can't show you too much about those. But what are we going to be seeing at this program this year? I mean, this is the third year I think we brought it to television.
Yes.
And it is really not just a boring chamber luncheon.
It better not be. That's exactly right.
It really is a celebration of all the great in Jackson and in the greater West Tennessee area.
Yeah, and that's why we don't call it an annual luncheon. It's an annual celebration. So we're celebrating a lot of wins that we've seen in this community in 2025. We're going to give out several awards here today, and you're right, I can't show you who the winners are yet, but we can talk about, we're giving away the Shirley Jones Ambassador of the Year Award. We've got Business of the Year in the category 1 to 50 employees and 50 and above. Jonas Kisber Community Impact Award. So we've got several awards. People that win those have gone through an application and a nomination process judged by out-of-town judges. And so, yeah, they're going to be surprised today when they win.
And it's all about celebrating all the good vibes that are coming out of Jackson right now.
Yes, exactly. And we've got sunshine coming next week, so there's a whole lot of reasons to celebrate. But, yeah, we look at Jackson right now. We're the capital of West Tennessee, and that's how we position ourselves. We've seen a lot of wins over the last several years. There's even more on the horizon. We want to make sure we're taking advantage of those opportunities.
Well, thank you for allowing us to be here. And without further ado, let's kick off the show, the 2026 Greater Jackson Chambers Annual Celebration and Awards.
Welcome to the Greater Jackson Chambers 2026 Annual Celebration and Awards. To get us started, please welcome the Vice President of Marketing and Events with the Greater Jackson Chamber, Cassandra Fuller.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate not only the Greater Jackson Chamber, but also those who play an integral part in our success. Our Board of Directors, Greater staff, thousands of members, investors, dedicated ambassadors, and sponsors, all working together for the betterment of our community. And to tell you a little bit about West Tennessee Healthcare, our lunch sponsor today, please welcome Chief Compliance and Communications Officer, Amy Garner.
Good morning, everybody. Who's happy just to be out of your driveway this morning? I know I am. On behalf of West Tennessee Healthcare, thank you for allowing us to sponsor today's luncheon, and thank you to the Greater Jackson Chamber of Commerce for the work that you all do every day to strengthen our business community. At West Tennessee Healthcare, we are proud to be more than a healthcare system. We are your community partner, an employer, and a neighbor. Our mission has always been rooted in caring for people, supporting economic growth, and ensuring that Jackson and surrounding rural communities remain strong, healthy places to live and work. Strong communities require strong partnerships, and we're grateful to work alongside the Chamber, local businesses, and civic leaders like those of you in this room who share a commitment to progress, innovation, and service. Thank you for what you do for Jackson. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for allowing West Tennessee Healthcare to be part of this event.
2025 saw many accomplishments and successes for the Greater Jackson Chamber. To share our year in review, please welcome the President of Thompson & Smith Insurance, a Higginbotham partner, the Board Chair, Roger Smith.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I too want to welcome you to the Greater Jackson Chamber's 2026 Annual Celebration and Awards. I'm Roger Smith, as Steve said, with Thompson & Smith Insurance, now Higginbotham Insurance, and I'm chairman of the Chamber's Board of Directors. Serving as chairman of the board for the Greater Jackson Chamber over the past 2 years has truly been an honor. As I finish this role and move to past chairman, I want to begin by saying thank you. First, thank you to our board of directors. Your time, leadership, and commitment to this chamber and to our community do not go unnoticed. This group shows up, they ask the right questions, and they stay focused on what matters most, supporting business success here in Jackson and supporting our future. I'm grateful to have served with each of you. And to our volunteers, our ambassadors, those people in the red coats here, your time and commitment to promote business and to support members is greatly appreciated. And to my good friend, Curtis Mansfield, who's retiring after 30 years of board service to the Greater Jackson Chamber as treasurer. Thank you to Curtis. Curtis couldn't be here today, so the next time you see him, please be sure to thank him for his service to the chamber. So I want to again ask you to join me in a round of applause for all of the volunteers and the great staff we have at the Greater Jackson Chamber. And my last thank you goes to you, the members, because your investment in our chamber and your chamber makes all of the work possible. You know, there's one overriding theme that I noticed early on in my service to the chamber, and that's that there is rarely one achievement or milestone that is attributed to just one person. Coordinated, seamless teamwork is evident in both staff and volunteer tasks. So if you'll allow me, I want to take a little time to reflect on what's been accomplished by teamwork in 2025 at your Greater Jackson Chamber. This past year has been especially meaningful for our chamber as we were named a National Chamber of the Year finalist, which is a tremendous honor and a reflection of the collective effort of our board, staff, investors, and partners. It confirms that the work happening here in Jackson is being recognized well beyond our community. From an economic development standpoint, Jackson-Madison County saw more than $255 million in capital investment last year from both new and existing industries, fueling economic growth and creating 417 direct new jobs for our community. This level of investment reflects the strong confidence businesses have in Jackson as a place to grow, invest, and thrive. These numbers represent real investment, real job creation, and real opportunity for Jackson-Madison County. One of the most exciting achievements this year has been the continued success of Jackson Regional Airport and the launch of real commercial air service with Denver Air Connection. This achievement has been years in the making and is already making a difference for our business community, our workforce, and our regional connectivity. If you remember last year, I stood here and I challenged you and I led a cheer to fly Denver Air. I don't know if you remember that or not. Well, our enthusiasm worked. A historic milestone was reached as the 10,000th passenger of calendar year 2025 was boarded on Friday, December the 19th. And that moment marked a turning point for commercial air service in West Tennessee. You see, achieving this moves Jackson Regional Airport to a higher FAA and Department of Transportation category where we capture more federal funding, and it shows what's possible when a community, and really the region, rallies around a shared goal. So congratulations to all the great things happening at Jackson Regional Airport. Okay, last year marked the inaugural State Games of Tennessee, hosted right here in Jackson, and more than 1,600 athletes from across the state competed in 10 sports, creating an Olympic-style celebration of competition, community, and pride. The State Games, which will grow in scope, showcases Jackson's ability to host large-scale events and reinforces this city's position as a destination for sports, tourism, and family-friendly experiences. We have strengthened our working relationship with Visit Jackson and stand ready to continue to partner with them to advance meaningful initiatives. One of those you'll see on the screen is that we partnered with Visit Jackson to put together a wayfinding program, that's what it's called, which includes the replacement of directional and identifying signs throughout our community with very impressive coordinated signage. Advocacy also remained a priority of the Greater Jackson Chamber. Our successful Day on the Hill trips to Nashville and to Washington, D.C. ensured that the voices of West Tennessee businesses were heard by our elected officials. These trips continue to strengthen relationships and advance issues critical to our region's long-term success. We've also seen major wins in existing industry. Toyota announced a $71.4 million investment and the creation of 33 new jobs at its Jackson facilities to support their corporate expansion of hybrid vehicle production. And this reinforces Jackson's role in the future of advanced manufacturing. On a global scale, Mars Incorporated officially completed its acquisition of Kellanova, a reminder that companies with operations right here in Jackson are part of a global economy, and that our community continues to play an important role in it. So now as I move to past chairman role, I do so with the confidence that we continue to have great leadership. Bob Arrington and the board of directors are well positioned to build on the progress we've made and will continue to move Jackson forward. So thank you for this opportunity to serve as chairman. I'm proud of this chamber, I'm proud of this community, and I'm excited for what's ahead for Jackson. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a great day to be in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm truly honored to be the chairman of the Greater Jackson Chamber. I truly appreciate your confidence in me. Before we take a peek forward, I want to again thank Roger for his dedicated, compassionate service for this chamber, but most of all to his community that he's been here in his entire life. So he has plowed us a path forward, that the chamber can keep going on, that we know the direction that we need to do and need to go to make this chamber even bigger and better in the years to come. So help me thank Roger again for his service to this chamber. You know, looking forward a bit, by looking back a bit of the momentum that this chamber is taking and what's ahead of us over the next 2 to 5 years, that it really is, as Roger has said, a team event. And I am extremely blessed and excited to have Paul Taylor coming along as vice chairman. I mean, he is one smart guy. So by being able to walk next to Paul over the next 4 years, we're looking at more as a 4-year block of time, with me 2 years and then him 2 years, because as we all know, things that are really, really successful takes a lot of time. So we're looking at a 4-year block as to all the opportunities that can happen for the Greater Jackson Chamber in this area. And Roger mentioned that we were a national finalist in the National Chamber of Commerce Awards. Now understand, in our category, across the country, we were in the top 3. Top 3 in the country. Now that just didn't happen. Very good, thank you. That didn't just happen by somebody writing a letter and say, hey, you all look at the Jackson, Tennessee Chamber. It was years of work and lots of people, volunteers, and especially my heroes, the staff, with Sally and Mandy and Lindsay and Lauren and Logan and Christy and Cammie and Cassandra. And that could be the making of a country song or something, but and all of us led by probably one of the best chamber CEOs and president in Kyle Spurgeon. So we've got a really, really good team that's in the right seat on the bus, that knows what they're doing, with a lot of volunteer support. So we're in good shape. And the thing is, this Greater Jackson Chamber, it's more than staff, boards, and buildings. You are the Greater Jackson Chamber. The 1,052 members is the Greater Jackson Chamber. So it's you. Now, those of us that are in volunteer and staff positions, we may spend a little more time day to day, especially the staff. They spend it every day. But we want to do what you, the Greater Jackson Chamber, sees that needs to be done. So you are the chamber. And it gets asked to us a lot of times, well, what can the chamber do for the community? What can the chamber do for the community? Well, I've got one thing that I want to finish with that each of you can do, probably can even do it maybe even today. If you're listening, say chamber. Attitude adjustment. We need to go through an attitude adjustment of our community with ourselves. We hear a lot of negative talk amongst ourselves. So, I mean, you can imagine if somebody's visiting here to look at putting another Dixie or Kellanova or whatever, a family business, or somebody looking to move here and they're in a setting at a restaurant or an event, and we're talking amongst ourselves negatively, then we're portraying a negative attitude about our community. So I'm saying over the next 2 to 4 years, we can start with each of us. If you're talking to 2 people or 22 people, if the conversation starts floating in a negative position, you as the chamber say, yeah, but they do this, they did that, they contribute this, they contribute that. So I say we need to control the negative. We need to bring the attitude of our community, and we control the narrative. So I ask you, always, wherever you are, at work, with staff, with family, civic clubs, churches, any group, if it starts floating negative, just focus on the positive. Thank you for listening.
In 2025, we experienced the ultimate loss of a leader, a servant, a steady force for this community. Today, we take a moment to honor the life and legacy of a true pillar of our community, Ted Austin. What can you say about Ted Austin? Maybe Jerry Rice has the key. Jerry Rice, a man with Super Bowl rings from his time as general manager of the New York Giants, was a football teammate with Ted Austin at the University of Tennessee at Martin. Having dealt with Ted in practice, Jerry Rice observed, "You want to know what it was like to get run over by Teddy? Go stand on Interstate 40 and take on a Mack truck." The difference, noted Rice, in practice Teddy would run over you, but check on his way back to make sure you were okay. That was Ted Austin. We're going to do our job, but we care. From work developing Boy Scout troops in Memphis to the Heart Association in West Tennessee to Coca-Cola from West Tennessee to Georgia, Ted Austin worked his jobs with a heart, always concerned with his customers and clients. Then the perfect career step. Ted Austin became a customer service rep with the Jackson Utility Division. And Ted Austin, over more than 2 decades, Witness JUD become JEA. And customer service issues moved beyond standard utility questions to, my computer is not working, what do I do? Ted Austin not only took it all in stride, his recognized talent moved him from customer service rep to chief of customer service and communications at JEA. From there, he directed customer service, marketing, and E+ television. And there, Ted brought his unique touch. We have a job to do, but we care. A concern that made every attempt to work with customers and to utilize JEA resources to serve this community. For Ted, serving on multiple community boards, being a chamber redcoat, helping organizations get funding, volunteering in school and church, Ted Austin was a presence. In his family that he cherished, to the people he knew, to the community he loved. Taken too soon, his spirit still lives in the lives of all that knew and were touched by Ted Austin.
What a wonderful man. As we take time to reflect with full hearts, we're reminded of Ted's legacy of service and dedication to this community. It's that legacy of leadership, generosity, and connection that we now celebrate the businesses and individuals who exemplify the very best of our community. This event is our way of celebrating successes, awarding businesses that have reached major milestones, and recognizing our volunteer ambassadors. To be eligible for an award, chamber members must be nominated and provide details relative to the nomination category. Nominees are then judged by an independent panel of judges to determine the winners. So our award categories include Business of the Year 1 to 49 employees, Business of the Year 50+ employees, Industry of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year, Shirley Jones Ambassador of the Year, Curtis F. Mansfield Volunteer of the Year, and Jonas Kisber Community Impact. It is our honor to have our award sponsors present these awards to the deserving winners. Please join me in thanking Sunstar Insurance Tennessee, Tim Ferguson Plumbing Air Electric, and Voya Financial Advisors. And now, let's find out who earns bragging rights and takes home our coveted Greater Jackson Chamber Awards.
To present our first two awards, please welcome Megan Powers, Operations Manager with Sunstar Insurance, Tennessee.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's really good to see all these real human faces after the snowpocalypse last week. And I'm really grateful to be here to celebrate all of these incredible people in our community. The Business of the Year Award with 1 to 49 employees recognizes a chamber member with fewer than 50 employees that demonstrates excellence in business, community impact, and service to others. This award honors a small business that fills a critical need in our community, one that leads with compassion, innovation, and deep commitment to the people that it serves. This organization was founded with a clear purpose to support caregivers and provide a safe, engaging environment for adults living with dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Since its establishment, the organization has expanded services to include younger adults with intellectual and physical disabilities, meeting a growing and critical need in West Tennessee. Through education, outreach, and high-quality care, this business has created a safe, welcoming place that improves quality of life while strengthening our local support systems. Please join me in congratulating our Business of the Year with 1 to 49 employees winner, Golden Years Adult Daycare of Jackson.
First, I thank God for the great opportunity to serve in a capacity of something that I am totally excited and have a passion for, and that's to take care of others. The struggle to get to this point has been exhausting. Has been exhausting and overwhelming, both physical, emotional, and financial. Excuse me, y'all. But because of thoughtful friends, family, and community support, we're striving. We now feel like we're on the road to succeed. I would be remiss if I didn't take a few moments just to thank a few of my supporters, and excuse me for those that I don't call everybody because I can't. It's been such a great support. I first want to thank AKA, I have to thank Top Ladies of Distinction, and this is no particular order. These are just people that I thought of. Brother Dave, the a cappella singers with Joe Reeve in charge, BSM with Carla, Paula. I want to acknowledge and thank everyone who had a hand in supporting Golden Years, and my clients and staff of Golden Years. We thank you very much. Thank you. God bless.
The Business of the Year with 50-plus employees recognizes a chamber member with 50 or more employees that demonstrates outstanding business achievement, driving our local economy, supporting workforce development, and giving back through meaningful community involvement. This award honors a company that goes beyond business to serve as a true pillar of our community. This year's recipient exemplifies that spirit through deep community outreach, strong industry partnerships, innovation in workforce development, and a lasting economic impact across West Tennessee. Their service initiatives that support families, veterans, students, and nonprofits through partnerships that strengthen talent pipelines and employer competitiveness, and through continued investment in people, skills, and opportunity, this organization helps ensure our region remains strong, resilient, and future-ready. Please join me in congratulating our Business of the Year with 50-plus employees winner, Jackson State Community College.
I just want to say thank you to the Chamber and the community on behalf of Jackson State. We are really here to serve you and to serve our students and the community. I wish all of the employees could be up here because really this is their award. They spend each and every day giving their heart and soul to support students and our business partners. And our mission is to strengthen, enhance, and empower the lives of individuals and our community as a whole. And we couldn't do that without you. So again, thank you, and thank you to the most amazing team. I'm blessed every day to work with you. Thank you.
To present our next two awards, please welcome Jared Counts, Service Manager with Tim Ferguson Plumbing, Air and Electric.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'll just get right into it. The Industry of the Year Award recognizes an organization whose impact extends beyond its operations, one that drives economic growth, invests in its workforce, and actively strengthens the community it calls home. This award honors an industry that understands success is measured not only by production and performance, but by sustainability, collaboration, and civic responsibility. This year's recipient exemplifies those values through environmental stewardship, workforce development, community engagement, and a deep commitment to Jackson's long-term vitality. Please join me in congratulating the winner, Toyota Boshuku, Tennessee.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Toyota Boshuku, Tennessee, I'm honored to accept this award. This recognition reflects the hard work and dedication our team members bring every day. Their commitment to excellence is what truly drives our success. At TBTN, we believe that communities and industries stronger together grow. We are grateful to be part of Jackson and its industry community. And this award is a reminder of the positive impact we can make when we work side by side with our neighbor. Thank you to the Chamber, to our TBTN leadership, and most of all, to our team members who makes us better each day. I'm proud of them. Thank you very much.
So the next award is the Nonprofit of the Year Award, which recognizes an organization whose mission-driven work creates meaningful, measurable impact in our community. This award honors a nonprofit that leads with compassion, innovation, and a deep commitment to serving others, meeting people where they are and helping them live fuller and more independent lives. This year's recipient has served West Tennessee for more than 5 decades, continually evolving to meet changing needs while staying true to its mission of advancing quality of life for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Through innovative programs, strategic partnership, and nationally recognized excellence, this organization continues to set the standard for care and community integration. Please join me in congratulating the Nonprofit of the Year, Madison Haywood Developmental Services.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say thank you to the Chamber for this incredible honor. We wanted to also thank our board and our board chairman, Jimmy Duke. Their leadership and steadfast support has meant the world to us. We're deeply grateful for our exceptional management team and the dedication that guides us in our mission every day. Most important is our employees at MHDS. They are truly the best in everything that we do, and I think last week's storm showed that as I saw Cumberland Hospitality up here hosted us for 9 days in hotels here in Jackson for 13 rooms, which was quite a challenge. But our employees' compassion, resilience, and commitment make all things possible, and this is an award that is truly for them. So thank you again.
To present our next 2 awards, please welcome Brad Little, Financial Advisor with Voya Financial.
Good afternoon. The Shirley Jones Ambassador of the Year Award honors an individual from a member business who has demonstrated exceptional service as a Chamber Ambassador, actively representing the Chamber, supporting new and existing members, and fostering meaningful connections within our business community. This award recognizes someone who goes above and beyond, someone who shows up consistently, leads by example, and embodies the spirit of service that makes our ambassador program so impactful. This year's recipient is someone you can always count on, whether it's a ribbon cutting, a chamber event, or a behind-the-scenes project. She is there, ready to help, ready to serve, and ready to say yes. Our Shirley Jones Ambassador of the Year is Whitney Dixon. Unfortunately, due to the recent snow and ice storm, you may have heard about that, Whitney's work schedule was impacted and she was required to be out of town today. So while she can't be with us in person, we are incredibly grateful for her dedication and service to the Chamber. Once again, please join me in congratulating Whitney Dixon, our Shirley Jones Ambassador of the Year. The Curtis F. Mansfield Community Volunteer of the Year Award recognizes an individual whose selfless service, leadership, and commitment that have made a lasting impact on the Jackson community. This award honors someone who doesn't just show up, but leads with purpose, humility, and a true servant's heart. Someone who gives their time, talents, and energy to strengthen organizations, support our neighbors, and make our community better for everyone. This year's recipient embodies the very definition of servant leadership. Through mentorship, advocacy, hands-on service, and a deep belief in people, this individual has helped strengthen nonprofits, empower leaders, and inspire others to give back. Please join me in congratulating our Curtis F. Mansfield Community Volunteer of the Year winner, Jonathan Chung.
I am never at a loss for words. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the Chamber. I feel like all the staff there have been my friends and helped guide me along this journey. Thank you to my ambassadors who have also made this possible. And thank you to all you members for allowing me to do your ribbon cuttings and meet you at Business After Hours. Thank you very much.
To present our final award, please welcome the President, CEO of the Greater Jackson Chamber, Kyle Spurgeon.
The Jonas Kisber Community Impact Award recognizes an individual who has made a meaningful difference in Jackson through service, philanthropy, and community leadership, creating a lasting positive impact on our community. This award honors a leader whose vision, character, and commitment have strengthened both the business and community life in Jackson. This year's recipient is Ted Austin. You've already learned a lot of information about Ted and the life that he lived. He was a 1998 graduate of Leadership Jackson. He was a servant leader in the truest sense. He made lasting impacts at Jackson Energy Authority, across our community, and in countless lives throughout Jackson and West Tennessee. He served on numerous boards and generously gave of his time, his talent, and his big heart wherever he went. Sadly, Ted passed away October 17th. We lost a man who was not only influential to our community, but deeply impactful to Jackson Energy Authority and the people it serves. He began his JEA career as a customer service rep and went on to serve in multiple supervisory and leadership roles, most recently as Senior VP and Chief Customer Officer. His career reflected dedication, humility, and genuine care for people. He leaves behind a powerful legacy, one defined by integrity, service, and compassion. His life stands as a testament to his character and his concern for others, and he will be missed and is missed by all of us who had the privilege of knowing Ted Austin. We honor that legacy today, and to accept the Jonas Kisber Community Impact Award, please join in me in welcoming the Austin family.
Good afternoon. Thank you to the Greater Jackson Chamber for this honor. Thank you to every person in this room who believes that community still matters. We stand here with full hearts. We also stand here missing a man who would much rather be sitting in the back. He would be smiling quietly. He would be proud. He would also be telling us not to make a fuss.
That is true. He would say, just do the work. Let the work speak. My father believed that service was something you didn't announce. It was something you lived. He believed that impact showed up early. It stayed late. It checked on neighbors, and it made room at the table.
Ted believed in this city. He believed in people. He believed that when you show up consistently, when you listen, when you follow through, you can change the direction of a life. Sometimes you can change the direction of a whole neighborhood.
He taught me that community is not a slogan. It's a responsibility. It is knowing names. It's keeping your word. It's helping without needing credit. He showed me that leadership does not always have a title, but it always has accountability.
He loved this city. He loved the chamber. He loved the quiet work that builds strong businesses and stronger relationships. He believed that businesses thrive with integrity. Communities thrive with dignity.
And he believed in partnership, real partnership, the kind that crosses lines and builds bridges, that kind that says we are better together, even when it is hard, especially when it is hard.
Receiving this award is an honor. Without him, it's bittersweet. We wish he were here to accept him himself, but we also know that this recognition is not just about Ted. It is about every person who worked alongside him, every mentor, every colleague, every neighbor, every friend who believed in doing the right thing the right way.
If he were standing here today, he would thank the chamber. He would thank the city. He would turn the attention back to the work ahead. He would remind us that community impact is never finished. It's passed on.
So we accept this award with gratitude, with humility, with love, and with a promise.
A promise to carry forward the values he lived by. A promise to keep serving. A promise to keep believing in Jackson and in each other.
Thank you for honoring his legacy.
Thank you for seeing his impact.
And thank you for continuing the work.
Thank you, Avis, Morgan, Marlon, for those kind words and for accepting this honor in Ted's memory. And when we talk about standing on the shoulders of giants, leaders who have made this community a better place, we're talking about Ted Austin. He was one of those giants. He is one of those giants who we remember. We have lost many of those giants recently. Men and women who gave their time, their energy, and their resources to make this place better for all of us. Let's remember their legacies and let's build upon what they have left us. As I begin my remarks, I want to pick up on something that Roger Smith discussed. How many of you in this room actually know Curtis Mansfield? Okay, it's not everyone, and he's okay with that. Because those of you that did raise your hand know that Curtis prefers it that way. I've been in this position for 16 years as president and CEO. First worked at this chamber starting in 1993, lived in Jackson since 1991. There's only a handful of people in this community who have made more happen without the acknowledgement than Curtis Mansfield. Our financial team will tell you that every year our books are audited. We have impeccable financials. It's because Curtis Mansfield served as our treasurer for 30 years, and that's unprecedented. Curtis couldn't be here today, and he would want all of you to know Curtis is perfectly fine. He just couldn't be here. But we wanted to take this time to recognize the 30 years he has invested in this chamber, because we would not be where we are today without Curtis Mansfield. Today is a chance to pause, to reflect, and to say thank you, not just for a year well done, but for a community that continues to show up, invest, and move forward together. Let me tell you something. What we call chamber weather, it's on the way. We've had a tough 10 days. This forecast was from yesterday. I told Melissa this morning, I think Monday or Tuesday, 70 degrees. It's time. AJ, are you the only one standing up? I know everybody else is just as excited. None of what this chamber does happens without support. To our sponsors, thank you for believing in this organization, investing in work that benefits the entire community and all of West Tennessee. To today's award winners, congratulations. Your leadership, service, it all sets the standard for who we are. To our ambassadors, let's recognize those folks again. They're the people you see in the red coats. They show up all the time. They showed up here today. This event does not function. It does not come off without the red coats. Thank you for what you've done today and for what you always do for us. And to our members, more than 1,000 businesses who are members of the Greater Jackson Chamber, thank you. Every program, every advocacy, every economic development win is powered by your encouragement, your time, and your investment in what we do. You are the engine behind this chamber. And because of you, this organization continues to deliver. One of the biggest reasons this chamber is successful is because of the partnerships we maintain with other organizations that share our commitment to Jackson and West Tennessee. One of those key partners is Visit Jackson. Under Beth Bolton's leadership, we have seen a very rapid rise in the Visit Jackson brand and, just as importantly, a strong desire to work side by side with the chamber to strengthen every aspect of our hospitality industry. And that partnership matters, especially in moments like this. Last week's snow and ice storm impacted all businesses across all sectors across all of West Tennessee. Restaurants and service-related industries were hit very hard. For many service providers with staff, bartenders, and others who rely on tips for a significant portion of their income, the last week has been particularly difficult. That is why today, in partnership with Visit Jackson, we are announcing Big Tip. From today through Valentine's weekend, we are encouraging everyone to support our chamber member service providers, as you always do. But during this period, tip a little bit more and show a little extra care. You will see Big Tip messages across social media over the next 10 days. Please share those posts. And most importantly, take good care of the people who take such good care of us. Speaking of partnerships, our annual chamber magazine, we have not produced that locally in probably 2 or 3 decades. We brought it home this year. On your way out this afternoon, make sure to pick up a copy of Inside Jackson, produced by Greg Alexander's team at VIP Magazine. Copies are available upstairs as you exit. So when I think about 2025, one word that keeps coming up is momentum. Not accidental momentum. It's not luck. It's real momentum, built through consistent work, strong partnerships, and a shared belief that Jackson and West Tennessee competes, leads, and wins. As Roger mentioned earlier, the Greater Jackson Chamber was named a National Chamber of the Year finalist in 2025, a national recognition that places us among the 3 chambers, the top 3 chambers in our category all over the country. This recognition belongs to our team. Our staff is proud of our members, proud to serve our members in the community, and we accepted this honor with both gratitude and responsibility because we know this is a distinction very few chambers ever receive. And it comes with an expectation to lead, to deliver, and to continuously raise the bar. Yeah, we're very proud of where we've come, very proud of last year's success, but we're even more proud and look forward to what's ahead because this recognition doesn't mark a finish line. It strengthens our commitment to show up every single day, earn the confidence of our members, and be the very best chamber we can for the community that we serve. This same team pulled off today's event. They deserve our gratitude for another job very well done. Roger spoke earlier that in 2025, economic development in our region continued to move forward with job creation, capital investment, project activity that sends one clear message. Businesses believe in this market. They continue to invest. We are a great place to risk capital and earn a very significant ROI. We saw that confidence reflected in what we've already talked about, our airport, now appropriately named Jackson Regional Airport. Improved connectivity, thank you Denver Air Connection, jet service to Chicago and Atlanta has made air travel in Jackson and West Tennessee more reliable and more accessible. Today, you can connect anywhere in the world from Jackson. In 2024, we couldn't say that. And we continue to build on industry momentum, as you heard Roger talk about with Kellanova, now Mars, and the Toyota announcements. Global companies are investing in this market, and they will continue to do that, either with new projects or expansions of their existing facilities. So these are not isolated wins. This is real momentum. That was my favorite part of the rehearsals all day. I actually want to do it again, but I'm not going to ask them to do that. So what is momentum? That is our new capital campaign. It will be kicking off later this year. It is a focused effort to invest in the future, to build the capacity of this organization and strengthen the community that we serve. Momentum is about taking the progress we have made and turning it into more lasting impact. And the reason for momentum, it's very straightforward. Jackson and West Tennessee are succeeding as never before. Opportunities are growing. And if we want to continue to lead in education, in economic development, in regionalism, we must keep investing with intention and with confidence. Jackson is the capital of West Tennessee. Capital cities lead. We are going to keep leading. Here is an important thing to understand about momentum. This campaign is being intentionally designed to create opportunities for both small and large businesses. That means there will be ways for companies of different sizes and sectors and capacities to invest and get involved in a way that makes sense for their individual companies. Momentum is about building capacity. When we strengthen capacity, every business, every person benefits. You benefit from a stronger pipeline, workforce pipeline of people that work for you. You benefit from a community that provides a place for existing businesses to grow and become even more successful. You benefit from a community that continues to attract investment and opportunity from around the world. And you benefit from a region that is positioned to compete, not just today, but 5, 10, 15, and 20 years from now. This is and will be a shared effort, and its impact will be shared as well. Capital campaigns require strong leadership. That's why I'm very proud today to share that Momentum will be co-chaired by two very respected leaders with deep commitments to Jackson and West Tennessee. Tina Prescott, President and CEO of West Tennessee Healthcare, brings a regional perspective and strong commitment to the health, growth, and future of Jackson, Madison County, and all of West Tennessee. James Kirkland, Vice President of H&M Construction Company, represents the entrepreneurial spirit and the builders who turn vision into reality. Their leadership, as you can see, it sends a very clear message. Momentum is going to be broad-based, it is business-led, and it is built for the future of West Tennessee. As we look ahead, Momentum is not just about one project or 1 year. It is about positioning this entire region to continue winning year after year. It will give us the capacity to lead at an even higher level in workforce, economic development, and to better tell the story of Jackson, Madison County, and West Tennessee. Every business benefits when our region is stronger, more competitive, and moving forward together. Momentum is not about where we are. It is about a commitment to keep building what comes next for Jackson and West Tennessee. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for your engagement. Most importantly, thank you for investing in this Greater Jackson Chamber. We've got a great team, great group of members. You all continually show up. Thank you for showing up today. This concludes our 2026 annual celebration. Thank you all for being here today, and we look forward to seeing all of you at our many events throughout the year. Be careful on your way out.
This program you've been watching was made possible through the generous financial support of West Tennessee PBS viewers like you. Please visit westtnpbs.org and make a donation today so that we can continue to make local programs like this possible. Thank you.
Say hello to the people on Channel 11.
Hello, I'm Steve Beverly.
Hello, I'm Julie Cook.
Hello, I'm Tom Britt.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ginger Rousey.
Hello, I'm Don McCory.
Hi, I'm Tyler Hawk.
Betty Langley. Betty, it's great to be with you.
Thank you so much.
And I'm Julia Ewalt Stooksbury.
Local people you know on WLJT Channel 11 shows with local topics and stories important to you on the station where it's all about home. WLJT Channel 11.